We're at Trinity Oaks for the 8th annual Bucks for the Brave event, which honors the courageous men and women that have dedicated their lives to serving our country and protecting our freedoms. Bucks for the Brave gives one retired member from each branch of the military, as well as one nominee from EMS, fire, and law enforcement, an all-expense-paid opportunity to come down to Trinity Oaks Thumbtack Ranch for 4 days of fellowship, hunting and fishing, great food, and more. Tom Snyder, founder of Trinity Oaks, is here to share with us how this partnership with Record Rack and Bucks for the Brave all began.
I was contacted several years ago about Record Rack and their Bucks for the Brave program. I was introduced to Jody Dahlman, and she told me about what they were doing. The ranch that they were working with had been put up for sale and they weren't going to be able to do the event that year. And she reached out to me and said, "What will you charge to host this event for us? I heard you have a veterans program." And I said, "Nothing." She was like, no, there's got to be a cost. What are you going to charge? I said, "We don't charge for what we do. There's never any charge with anything for Trinity Oaks." And the partnership began with that. They did the first event here and we're blown away with what we were able to put together for them. And it just keeps growing and getting better every year.
Speaking of Record Rack, here's how Trinity Oaks utilizes Record Rack feed for their wildlife management needs to guarantee their animals are in as good a shape as possible and that our heroes will leave with their trophy bucks by the end of the week.
The way we make the golden nuggets go farther is we have a Record Rack corn up here, right? We pour it into a big bucket, and as it's going in there, we're adding the golden nuggets, okay? The corn is visual, so the animals can see it and they know, oh, I want to go over here. Then they hit the golden nuggets and they say, oh, this is something different. And they stop and they hang out because deer are browsers. They're going to eat a little bit and they're going to move. Now with the golden nuggets, also the feed blocks. They're going to see that feed block. They're going to say, what's this? It's not a mineral lick. It's a product that they want to eat, and they're going to sit there and they're going to eat on it.
Working for Cargill, one of our core values is do the right thing. That's exactly what is happening here at Trinity Oaks and the Bucks for the Brave and what they do here at Trinity Oaks year-round. I think a lot of this embodies the core values of Cargill, and events like this and seeing it firsthand and seeing the way that we come out and support our communities, support our heroes, support our frontline workers, it's just created that sense of community, and it's really making, really proud to be a part of that. I can see the difference that you're making. It's easy to be behind a screen in spreadsheets all day, but seeing things like this firsthand make me really appreciative, really proud to be a part of Cargill and what we're doing out here.
On our deer leases, our various species of wild game benefit greatly from the nutritional value that Record Rack's deer feed and minerals offer. From their deer blocks to the Antlers Plus deer feed, our wild game love chowing down. For that, we know Record Rack is helping us maintain and sustain healthy wildlife populations on our land. Without further ado, let's head out for our first hunt of the weekend with U.S. Army veteran Tim Campbell.
All right, it is chambered, but it's unsafe. Yeah, if you were to, say, decide you wanted an axis, that would be one you would choose. Which one do you want, front or back?
The front one's the bigger one, isn't it?
Stand by on the front, stand by on the front. You're clear, shoot.
Yes, sir.
Reload. Reload. Put it in. Put another one in the shoulder. Wait.
He's hurting. He's down.
He's down.
That's that bigger one,
That's
isn't
a big one.
Yes, sir.
it? Is that bigger one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a bigger one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, I was panicking because they was moving so fast. I couldn't tell who was who.
Did you see what he went right for? That old Record Rack feed block, baby. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's a good looking deer.
Oh,
buck I've ever seen. So this is your first axis deer, right?
Yeah, I've never shot one. I've only ever seen one other one.
Congratulations, Tim. We're so happy you were able to come down to Texas and harvest your very first axis. Before we head out on Tim's next hunt, let's take a moment to hear his nomination story.
My wife nominated me for this. She just downloaded a bio and typed it up and sent it in. And then in October, they do an online announcement, and you're kind of checking in periodically to see if you see anything where, you know, they've announced, and then they'll put the video online, to, you know, to who won, and that kind of thing. So I don't know, I didn't really expect that I might win, but I was curious to see who did win. And then as it turned out, I was the last one on the video to get announced. So I done figured they had moved on to somebody better. So here I am. 35 yards. You guys just tell me when. As long as I'd like to get a good broadside shot so I can shoot her in the ear.
Okay. Wait.
I can see
Hold. Okay, she stepped out.
Okay, just a minute. Are you guys ready?
You're clear to shoot.
That's how you do it, buddy. Right in the ear.
Now, this gun's good out to about 800 yards as a tack driver. However, this pig made the unfortunate decision to come in within 35 yards of the sergeant major here. So it was way more gun than was necessary.
There's no such thing.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
big
pig
girl.
right there. Yep. Right behind the ear. That's a good pig.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yep, that's where you want to shoot them. They flop every time when you do that. I've never shot one that ever got up again, that I hit behind the ear like that.
Well, I'm really happy for you. And to walk out of here with a trophy axis and a pretty dang big sow.
It's a good pig.
I am just so excited, so happy for you. And I know I told you this last night, but I want you to know when you leave here that you are loved, you are appreciated, and you are welcome, man. You're also a killer. This is amazing.
Congratulations once again, Tim, and thanks for helping put a dent in the management of the wild hog population. As we wrap up our time at the 8th Annual Bucks for the Brave event, let's hear from our veterans and volunteers about their thoughts on this life-changing program.
A lot of times, soldiers, they get out of the service and they're lost. They'll never have the same type of people around them, if you will. They don't connect with other people, and then they become more and more withdrawn, and it's a spiral. So I make it a point to try to go to these things and talk to as many people as I can. In this case, this is kind of a neat deal because you nominate somebody else, and they don't know they're nominated until they're contacted. So, you know, you might have, I'll probably turn in a name or two next year.
In 2022, I was fortunate enough to be one of the recipients of the Bucks for the Brave. And it was very an emotional event for me because I was just overwhelmed by people's kindness and the way I was treated. And I told myself if they would allow me, I'd come back the next year and I would give back, not only to Trinity Oaks, but to the other recipients. I've met great people who've dedicated their lives to America, and I'm just speechless whenever I look at them and what they've done. And it's the least I can do is come out here and spend a couple days, just celebrate them and our country.
This is my first time here. I've been working behind the scenes. I sit on the board of our Veteran Military Support Network for Cargill, but it really wasn't until this year when I was able to get down here and experience firsthand for myself the truly unique experience and just what they're doing here for these veterans, first responders. This is incredibly inspiring watching these guys and women and the volunteers and everyone that show up here to support this, and just doing anything we can do to make sure that this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that's hopefully fitting, or at least just one way of saying thank you for what you've done and who you are and what you're inspiring others to be.
In closing, we would like to thank Cargill, Trinity Oaks, Sportsman's Choice, Record Rack, and all the other sponsors for hosting this exceptional event. If you know someone in your life that you would like to honor for their selfless act of serving our country, follow Sportsman's Choice and Record Rack Feed on Facebook to stay up to date with the latest information for nominating a hero to embark on this once-in-a-lifetime experience.